FlavorConnector.com. I'm your host, Josh Wade, and this is the internet's place to explore the 5 senses of coffee and wine. And I want to welcome everyone back that watched yesterday's episode of Grocery Outlet Challenge Part 1. A lot of bargainistas out there of the frugal force that are making their way to make comments on these posts, and I love hearing from you. It looks like several of you get some great deals at Grocery Outlet, but I think the overall consensus is what we're seeing is that it's hit or miss. You really need to go in educated. You need to pay attention to labels that you recognize, maybe even appellations that you trust, and then you can maybe take home 1 or 2 bottles to test them out. Got a great recommendation from Joan that her and her husband, they actually go in, they'll buy 1 or 2 bottles to taste with dinner, and if they like it, they'll head back the next morning and buy a whole case. So that's the type of way you can get a bargain at Grocery Outlet. So it works. I'm excited to test these out tonight. I'm actually wearing a short sleeve shirt. It's springtime. Hopefully you'll see a lot more of these as the weather has changed. And we've got 2 springtime type wines to try. The first one we're going to give a shot with is one that I recognize. This is an Imagine California Chardonnay from Sonoma Valley, 2006. This is from the Chalk Hill Estates, and they use this label as a secondary label, and they also donate a portion of the proceeds to help with children's funds. So Chardonnays tend to be big and buttery and rich a lot of times in California. Retail price on this one was $22. I paid $11. It's got a nice golden yellow tone to it, very clear, well filtered. So far, so good. Let's give it a sniff. Okay, so getting some melon and some pear in there. There's a little bit of woodiness coming through. I'd have to do my homework to see whether this was aged in oak or stainless steel, but it does seem like it has a little bit of woodiness in there. Let's give it a sip. Okay, so overall it seems to be a good balance to it. It seems slightly off-center though, with meaning that there's a flavor that's kind of in the middle of the palate that just doesn't feel like it's right. It doesn't feel like it belongs there. But overall, the mouthfeel, it's not as coating or as thick as a lot of Chardonnays tend to be. So it has a better viscosity to it. If you like a big oaked, buttery Chardonnay, then you're not going to like this one. But if you like something a little more effervescence, almost a sparkling side of things, very crisp, almost Sauvignon Blanc-like, or a Gruner Veltliner, and that range of things, then you may actually enjoy this wine. So this was my first score, or deal, if we're playing deal or no deal, that I think I got at Grocery Outlet. So I'm pretty excited about this one. It's $10. I would potentially go back, and if I was looking for a good $10, under $10 Chardonnay, this would be one I would go back and check out. So give this one a try, the Imagine 2006 from Sonoma Valley, and tell me what you think. The next wine we're going to give a shot with is from Sylvester Vineyards and Winery. This is a 2007 Sauvignon Blanc from Paso Robles area in California, so southern area of California. All right, so initially off, this one actually retailed, the story behind this one, retail I think was $11, $12, and the shelf label said it was $4.99, so that's a great bargain when you think about it. But I went to the website, and it's also available on the website for $4.99. So not an exclusive deal at Grocery Outlet, but if it's a good wine at $5, then we'll see what it's like. A little lighter in color, more straw-like than golden. Give it the sniff. Okay, so I get 2 things on this wine. I get some lemon peel that starts to come through, but the overwhelming smell is kind of that bread rising in the oven. It's a little yeastiness. Let's give it a sip. Okay, so this wine is definitely a citrusy lemon feel with that yeasty breadiness in the mouth. It's a little off structure. The back is pretty tart. Starts to be smooth on the front end, where you've got that nice flavor feel of the citrus fruits in there. Lemon, the straw that starts to come out. But in the back, it kind of is like it just smacks you in the back of the tongue, and not necessarily in a great way. So at $5, I'm on the fence about this one, only because I've had some really good $7 Sauvignon Blancs lately, from Yellow and Blue Wines, organic label, and then also from Arborcrest. So some great Sauvignon Blancs out there for the money. So that's probably why this one has been reduced in price so much. But it's a safe bet. So if you're looking for a decent $5 Sauvignon Blanc that you can sit out on the deck and sip, I'd say this one's a go ahead and go for a bottle to give it a try to see if it's your palate. Anyway, it's been a great challenge so far. Just a reminder, we're going to give away $50 to one person who comments on any of the posts that I posted yesterday. It's this post or tomorrow's post. Tomorrow's post, I'm excited. We've got a Cameron Hughes Petite Syrah, and then we also have a Shingleback Granacha. So a Spanish varietal that we have in there. So super excited about those. Stay tuned for those. Leave a comment. Tell me about any of the fantastic deals that you have had. And remember, life is meant to be enjoyed with friends, so open up a bottle of wine and drink happy.